115.65, that was our level. The 115.65 is the high made here. The euro yen's been consolidating for over a year between 106 and 115.65. We've been waiting. We've come back to test. We've come back to test the level a couple of times. It's worth noting where we get the levels from as well. This area, I mean, there are lots of lines in here, but on the weekly we get the move at a period of consolidation here. The move is, I don't have a word for it, from 113.77 actually, I missed here before we get this run up. Now, much like the Aussie yen, in term, you know, when we have a reaction, it's very strong in this euro yen. In order to halt a decline like this, you need a lot of sorry for the delay. You need a lot of buyers to halt a decline like this. It's what we have at the 113.77. We come back to test it, we move out, and we are bound for the last 12 months by a consolidatory period, the high of which was the point that the market got bought and where the buyer stepped in to halt the decline. Here we have it. Here we have it on the daily. Here's our level. We have a go at it here to pull back. We have a second bite and off we go. The 115.65 was the trigger point, and I think there were, I would hope, most of you making most of that move. Now, I'm going to put a level in here. This low here is our next reference point. The low is 119.64. Okay, so 119.64. $119.64 is our first reference point after the move. Okay, it's a point, a significant point. It's a point at which we may expect the market to react. We might get some noise here, we might get a pullback, we might, but the momentum is up, and if this is an area where some of you may have taken profit on this move, we have to get back in above the 119.64. Okay, for that reason, because our big structural long was 115.65, for that reason I'm going to use this, okay, as our structural long. So our structural long in the euro yen then is 119.64. Now, the structural short is not going to be encountered until the 115.65 is met. This is a powerful move. Yes, we could get a pullback. Momentum is on our side. The yen's weak, the euro's strong. Now the profit takers need to get back in at the structural long. The shorts, I'm afraid you've been left, you're left behind. You don't want to be considering it. The only opportunity is 115.65, so that's back at the long point. So 115.65. 200 tick then. range day rule, your long point isn't until we take out these highs, and guess what? It's just above the structural long. So let's put this. We've got to have the structural long in here. 119.64. There it is. Okay. Look at that. It's unbelievable. I noticed that. Okay. So where I got the 119.64 from, as you've seen, that's phenomenal. That 119.64 is that previous significant point. Look where we close the week. 119.64 to the button. Now your long isn't going to be until we take out these highs. Okay. Now this is lovely because this is just what we want to see. We want to see the 1964 break, and then we have a re-entry. So we've got two boxes ticked here. We've got significant point broken, and then we have the high of the big range day, 119. So the long is 119.79. That's lovely because we'll have the structure point broken too. The short, again, if you're going to take a short, you've got to understand where you're going counter trend. I mean, your short's not. You're going to have to look at the opening range. I mean, you're not going to go short until at least this level is broken. This is the very earliest opportunity. These two lows here, so that can be in on the red. There's your short, and that's the 119.42. 119.42 on the short. Okay, we're going to use the structure as the stop. So on both stops, the 119.42